Greetings, students! It's time to learn more sounds. Let's go to school. Today we're going to learn 2 ways to spell the block A sound. Block A, 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 A. AY says A. EIGH says A. Boys and girls, get ready to pause the video after you get your clay, decorations, and pencil and paper. I want you to create the 2 new ways to spell the A sound with your clay. Then decorate your letters, and finally copy what you've made. And then unpause your video to learn a new sound. The next sound is block I, I. Boys and girls, when I is next to N and D, it makes a long sound, I. I-N-D says IND. Now, get ready to pause the video again. Create IND with your clay, decorate the letters, and copy what you've made. Then unpause your video. Now, boys and girls, clean everything up, put everything away. It's time to see what you remember. Can you remember the 2 ways to spell the A sound and the way to spell the I sound that we learned today? Go ahead and write it down, and then let's check to see if you're right. AY says A. EIGH says A. And IND says IND. You are so bright, I need sunglasses just to look at you. Great job! Now, get ready for some word work. Sound. IND. Which IND? IND says IND. Sound. Word. Find. I will find her phone number. Sound. IND. Which IND, boys and girls? IND says IND. Sound. Word. Mind. My mind is sharp. Sound. I. Which I, boys and girls? I blinky says I. Because the vowel signals E, I, and Y, hit the vowel before it and make it say its name. Sound. Ooh. Sound. Word. Line. Please stand in a straight line. Sound. I. Which I, boys and girls? I blink E says I. Because the vowel signals E, I, and Y hit the vowel before it and make it say its name. Sound. D. Sound. Sound. D. Word. Dined. We dined out for dinner. Dine means to eat, boys and girls. Sound. E. Which E? EA says E. Because when 2 vowels go walking, the first one does the talking. Sound. S. Word. See. She sailed on the sea. Sound. E. Which E, boys and girls? EE says E. Because when 2 vowels go walking, the first one does the talking. Sound. W. Sound. Word. Weed. Please cut down the weed that is growing in the yard. Now, boys and girls, if we put see and weed together, we have a new word, a compound word. A compound word is two words put together. What is our new word? Seaweed. Seaweed. There was seaweed floating in the sea. Sound. Which boys and girls? One dotted A says Sound A. Which A? AY says A. Sound W. Word away. We will sail away. Great job, boys and girls. Sound E. Which E? EA says E. Because when two vowels go walking, the first one does the talking. Sound W. Sound S. Sound. And let me give it a dot. Sound. Oh. Now let's read our word. Weasel. Weasel. I saw a weasel running in the forest. Sound. I. Which I, boys and girls? IGH says I. Sound. P. Sound. R. Sound. T. Word. Fright. The monster gave me a fright. Let's add another sound to this word. Sound. One dotted E says Sound. Word. Frighten. Frighten. Please do not frighten the little puppy. Let's add a few more letters and see if you can read my next word. I'm going to add ED to the end of this word. Usually when you see ED at the end of a word, you do not hear the E. Please try to read our new word. Frightened. Frightened. The light frightened the girl. Excellent job. Sound. I. Which I, boys and girls? I Blinky says I. Because the vowel signals E, I, and Y, hit the vowel before it and make it say its name. Sound. P. Sound. Word. Fire. There was a fire on the desk. Sound. I. Which I, boys and girls? IGH says I. Sound. Sound. T. Word. Light. Please turn on the light so that I can see. Now, boys and girls, if I move light next to fire, remember, I'll have two words put together, and that is a compound word because I didn't leave any letters out. Can you read our new compound word? Firelight. Firelight. I saw a firefly give off a fire light. Great job, boys and girls. Sound. A. Which A? EIGH says A. Sound. T. Word. 8. The number 8 is my favorite number. Now, boys and girls, let's read a couple of sight words. These are words you should know as soon as you see them. What does that say? Monday. That's right, boys and girls. I even see an AY in Monday, and the O is one dotted. So it says Monday. Also, Monday begins with a capital letter because it is the name of a day of the week. Now let's try another sight word. Can you read this word? That's right, Friday. I see AY for A, and the I is a long I. Also notice that F is capital because Friday is the name of one of our days of the week. Let's sing our sounds. IND says IND and the word is find. IND says IND and the word is mind. I_E says I and the word is line. I_E says I and the word is dine. EA says E and the word is seaweed. AY says A and the word is away. EA says E and the word is weasel. IGH says I and the word is frightened. I_E says I and the word is firelight. EIGH says A and the word is 8. Sound, IND, word, find. Sound, IND, word, mind. Sound, I, word, line. Sound, I, word, dined. Sound, E, word, seaweed. Sound, A, word, away. Sound, E, word, weasel. Sound, I, word, frightened. Sound, I, word, firelight. Sound, A, word, 8. Excellent job, boys and girls. Now, get out your pencil and paper, and it's your turn to spell the words. The first word is find. Say it, find. Tap it, find. Find. Now write it. You should have FIND, find. Now change the word find to say mind. My mind is sharp. That's right. You should have erased the F and replaced it with M to say mind. The next word is line. Please stand in a straight line. Say it, line. Tap it, line. Line. Now write it. You should have L, I_E with an N in the blank. Line. Now change the word line into dine, like to eat. I will dine with her tonight. Say it, dine. Tap it, dine. Dine. Now write it. That's right. You should have replaced the L with a D. Dine. Now turn the word dine into dined. We dined yesterday. That's right. You should have put a D at the end of the word. And remember, most of the time when you see ED at the end of a word, the E does not talk. The next word is sea. She lives on the sea. Say it, sea. Tap it, S-E, sea. Now write it. You should have S-E-A, see. Remember, we eat things in the sea. So see is spelled with an E-A vowel combination. The next word is weed. I see a weed in my yard. Say it. Weed. Tap it. W-eed. Weed. Now write it. And you should have W-E-E-D. Now can you turn see and weed into a compound word? That's right. Just move those letters together and you'll have two words put together. Seaweed. The next word is away. Say it. Away. Tap it. A-w-a. Away. Now write it. I went away at night. And you should have one dotted A, W, A-Y. Away. And don't forget to code your word with a one dotted A. Also, we can code the word dined as well because the vowel signals E, I, and Y hit the vowel before it and make it say its name. The next word is weasel, like the animal. I saw a weasel walking down the road. Say it. Weasel. Tap it. W-easel. Weasel. Now write it. You should have W-E-A-S, one dotted E, followed by an L, and then code your word. When two vowels go walking, the first one does the talking, and one dotted E. The next word is fright. Please do not give him a fright. Say it. Fright. Tap it. Fright. Fright. Now write it. And you should have F, R, ite, kind of like light. I-G-H, followed by a T. Great job. Now turn the word fright into frighten. What should you add? That's right. One dotted E followed by an N. Frighten. Now, can you add a few more letters and change the word frighten into frightened? That's right. Silent E and a D. Remember, when ED are at the end of a word, the E usually does not say its name. Frightened. The next word is fire. Please be careful with the fire. Say it. Fire. Tap it. Fire. Fire. Now write it. And you should have F, I blank E with an R on the blank. Fire. And don't forget to code your word because the vowel signals E, I, and Y hit the vowel before it and make it say its name. The next word is light. Please turn on the light. Say it. Light. Tap it. Light. Light. Now write it. And you should have L-I-G-H-T, light. Now can you turn fire and light into a compound word? That's right. Just move the word over. Eliminate the space between the two words and make it one long compound word. That's two words put together. Fire, light. Our next word is 8. Please count 8 cowrie shells for me. Say it. 8. Tap it. 8. 8. Now write it. And you should have E-I-G-H followed by a T. 8. Excellent job, boys and girls. Now can you remember how to spell the sight words? Let's try and see. The first word is Monday. I went to school on Monday. Now write it. And you should have M-O-N-D-A-Y. Our next sight word is Friday. Friday began my weekend. Say it. Friday. Now write it. And you should have F-R-I-D-A-Y. Great job, boys and girls. Now it's time for our dictation sentence. Listen to me say it, and then you say it with me. May I ride away? Say it with me. May I ride away? Now pause the video and write your sentence. But don't forget how a sentence should begin and how it should end. And you should have may with an uppercase M because it's the beginning of our sentence. I ride away, followed by a question mark. May I ride away? Excellent job, boys and girls. Go ahead and code your words. You are so bright, I need sunglasses just to look at you. I'll see you next time.